Hit you with the blink. Hit you with the tricks.
What would you do if I couldn't cook?
Then there's no relationship.
Huh? So you can't cook? No?
That's beside the point.
How's it beside the point?
We're both supposed to know how to cook.
Okay, but you're saying there's no relationship.
Yeah, there isn't.
Why?
Because you can't cook.
That's a bit of like a perfect reason to not be with someone.
That's not. That's a big deal for me.
It's a big deal for you.
Yeah. Why can't you cook?
So why is it such a big deal?
What are my kids gonna eat? You're gonna be feeding my kids what?
Okay, that's a good point.
Wow.
I've got my friends here from Sweden. I'm gonna put an end to this because, and the reason I'm gonna say that, okay, is that, as I've said, if you're unable to understand the means at which men are privileged in society over women.
You're telling me I'm oppressed?
Sorry?
You're telling me I'm oppressed?
Sorry? What do you?
You're explaining my oppression to me?
Do you feel oppressed?
No.
They were not able to defend themselves against men who are bigger and stronger than them because.
Whoa, don't say men are bigger and stronger than women. That's
Yeah, I
that's
know,
not
I
true.
know. I'm bad.
Don't you
I'm bad.
You can't stereotype genders. You can't stereotype genders that way. That's I mean, science may say that's true, but it's obviously not true because that is hurtful to women. And I think that women are just as strong as men, and they should easily be able to combat men twice their size without a firearm. To think otherwise is, of course, ignorance and bigotry.
I want to know why a lot of women nowadays are not afraid to be single.
What is it?
After we've evolved over time,
What?
a lot of women are now business owners, hard workers, super independent, mothers.
And this is some bullshit.
Women aren't as afraid of being alone and having to rely on a man to provide for her.
You're right.
How?
Because majority of y'all strong, independent single mothers have children by Pookies and Ray Rays.
F-E-E.
But you single women should be happy because you all are getting what you asked for.
But he's right.
Y'all wanted to be able to pay bills.
Got a point.
Y'all wanted to be able to have babies by multiple guys.
You ain't lying.
Y'all are getting all the attention that y'all want on social media.
That's true. Yeah.
You're making your own money.
You're right again.
And the most important thing that y'all wanted is to be alone.
Think about that.
Well, what do you have to provide for me? If I can do everything for myself, what do I really need you for?
Buy a dog, die alone. You ain't got to deal with nobody.
We are not providing and protecting because you say you can do it all on your own. Whenever you are getting attacked or screaming for help, all of the men gonna look at each other and be like,
Do you think we should help?
No, she has that strong independent ID card.
Whenever it gets to that point, don't be surprised.
So now women are making these men really show and prove themselves first before they just get that ring on the finger.
Nobody's jumping to marry your ass.
Let me just say something really fast, man.
I'm gonna hurt somebody. I'm gonna hurt somebody.
Men are only improving themselves in life to make the best version of themselves. And you don't decide who puts a ring on your finger.
You don't get it yet, do you?
The man decides who he wants to marry.
Message.
Do you consider sex work to be real work?
Not really, no.
But do you think most women consider sex work to be real work?
Yeah, the empowerment thing, trying to, make it sound like it's more than it is so that they can feel good about it kind of thing. But I don't believe it is real work at all.
Why are women more accepting of women who can sell sex but are less likely to accept a man who can buy it?
Ooh, that's a good question. More double standards. Just they don't like reality very much.
Isn't that shaming your own customers?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Isn't that like complaining about crackheads while you're selling crack?
Exactly the same, yeah.
If prostitution was legal, do you think we'd have a better society?
Ooh. Not really, to be honest with you. I can't say I think we'd be better as a society at all. Not really.
Yes, I do consider sex work is real work. We're the work of all time. We're going to last longer than any other industry. We've been here all before, okay, and we're still going to be here. When computers and everything take over, they're still going to want a physical woman to get it done, okay? We're going to be here.
Country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity gossip, popular neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog. Cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world. The only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them.
For a guy who claims that the next generation is too fragile, releasing a 15-minute video getting upset at a
Oof. Millions of sperm cells ejaculated from your dad's cock, and this is the best your parents could come up with? It's funny that you say Jordan Peterson is a bit fragile because he got kicked off of Twitter, because he doesn't wish to conform to this delusion that Elliot Page thinks she's a man. When as a matter of fact, it is guys like you who have contributed to today's cancel culture, which has been responsible for deplatforming many people that you do not agree with. Many people who think like you, who wish to live in this delusion or fantasy that a man could be a woman or a woman could be a man, have conditioned social media so well to where it silences people who have opinions that trigger you. Because as far as I can remember, it was woke activists that would be rallying outside of Jordan Peterson's lectures, screaming in his face like a bunch of immature children. And now that your woke agenda has infected social media guidelines like the cancer it is, a lot of you seem to think you're suddenly on the moral high ground now. Look at us on a power trip, look how tough we are. Until somebody has the biological balls to admit that no matter how much plastic Elliot Page chooses to inject into her body, or how much meat she chooses to extract from her body, at the end of the day, Elliot Page is still a woman. Stay pressed.
Why are you a male feminist? Like, that creeps me out. Now I'm suspicious of you, right?
See, there you go. Women know this shit isn't authentic, and you're only a male feminist in hopes that it benefits you. So you let her see that the issues that a woman faces, it bothers you, it offends you so much. But a part of you is like, you like this, don't you? This is doing something, isn't it? So the shit ain't authentic. And when you blindly agree with a woman like that, she recognizes you as a man that's spineless. Women don't want to be blindly agreed with, even if they say they do. Now, for example, two men. One man agrees with everything a woman has to fucking say. The second man will debate this woman and challenge her, and they'll go back and forth on issues, and at the end, he'll agree with some things that she said, and she'll agree with some things that he has said. Who do you think's more likely to get anywhere with that woman? The second guy, because she knows he'll challenge me, he'll stand his ground, and he has a spine. So all y'all fake male feminists or men who just blindly agree with women, it's not going to take you as far as you hope it will.
Mr. Beast is getting canceled because he made a video about boys and girls. 100 boys, 100 girls. He's getting canceled for this shit. Watch this shit. This dude's getting
circles and put 100 boys in one.
Massive backlash because there wasn't a gender neutral circle. The most neutral person on the internet didn't take into account a substrata of people in society, and those people jump and get fucking crazy and go at this man's throat when this dude has done more good than you will ever do in your entire fucking life, you worthless parasite. And this person is getting canceled because he didn't take into account the fact that most of humanity consider themselves males and females. So he says boys and girls. And this dude who's giving people tens of millions of dollars.
Goo goo gaga. How does it feel to have zero pussy in your entire life?
What would you say to?
Like looking at the one guy and then looking at the other guy, I'm pretty sure he fucks, dude.
What you say? That you only meant well.
If there was one thing that you wish men understood better about women, what would it be?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. Pick your damn clothes up off the floor.
Okay. Why can't women just remember to leave the damn toilet seat up?
Now that's a great question. Goes both ways.
No, that's the stupidest rule ever. Why don't you need to put the toilet seat up? Why do I need to leave it down for you, but you can't put it up for me? That's a double standard. It's not fair, man.
Okay. Okay. Women often talk about hormones influencing their emotions and behavior. Why are there some women who shame men for being horny when testosterone is a male hormone?
These interview questions seem super sexist, and I'm not going to continue this. Thanks.
Halfway.
Hormone.
These interview
Who shame men for being horny when testosterone is a male hormone.
These interview questions seem super sexist, and I'm not going to continue this.
These questions seem sexist?
Allah Akbar!
Fuck me, though. The mark of delusion, the mark right here. How is a question sexist? You need to live in delusion now. You can't even ask questions without getting canceled? L Redhead in the chat.
Yes, thanks so much, though.
Doesn't it go both ways, though?
They seem all pretty sexist. That's okay.
Halfway.
What the fuck? Sexist towards who?
You should be a monster.
I like to joke about the man box, which is like you can only be a man if you fulfill these certain qualities and you stay within this square.
Men are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive.
If you work out because you want your body to look a certain way, you don't care about health, you are fat phobic.
So yes, if you work out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fat phobic.
Good hook by De La Hoya Canal. Walks into 3 more shots and keeps on coming. What scintillating exchange between De La Hoya and Canal. Canal holding it. 145 for Conor McGregor.
You know, because everyone says, well, you should be harmless, virtuous. You shouldn't do anyone any harm. You should sheath your competitive instinct. You shouldn't try to win. You know, you don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to be too assertive. You want to take a back seat and all of that. It's like, no. Wrong. You should be a monster. An absolute monster, and then you should learn how to control it.
No, that's what makes the difference, man. The extra rep. Getting up an extra half hour earlier. Saying you're sorry to somebody one extra time. Those little extras